All right. Good morning,
Good
Grace.
morning, sir. Good
Yeah, how are you?
morning. I'm fine.
Okay.
Um,
So I'm going to off the comment section. Let me off the comment section so that you can let's flow well, please.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Grace, right?
Yes,
Priscilla
please.
is your sister.
Yeah, she's my younger
Younger
sister.
sister. Okay, yesterday I think your elder brother sent me information on my WhatsApp, which I posted on social media. All right. Can you please tell us what really happened? Just calm down. Tell us what transpired. Who is Priscilla? And what happened
Okay.
to Priscilla?
Okay. Priscilla is my younger sister, and she's 28 years old. And was it on the 22nd of September? That was last month, 22nd. She left the house and she went to see Richard. She sent my brother a message
So who
that
is
she
who
was
is
going
Richard?
to.
Who is Richard?
Richard is a friend. They schooled in Maduna together. They were in Maduna, but she left Maduna 200 level on going to 300 level. She just left the school like that and came home and told my mom that she's not going back to that school. It caused a lot of problem because my mom was worried. Why will you did you commit an offense? We had to call her friends and ask if there was maybe she did something in school. The friend said no. Just like that, she didn't take her bag, she didn't take anything from the school. She just told us that if we don't want her to die, we will not go back to that school. So my mom was so depressed, and then I just told her, please, since she said she's not going back, she's one that has her reasons. I tried to call her as a sister and tried to talk to her, tell me what said some things that are happening in this then happening to her in the school that she don't want to talk about. But if we don't want her to die, she's not going to go back to that school. So that was how my mom now looked for admission for her in Adeleke University. So that was where she now went to Adeleke University. She finished from Adeleke University. Yeah. So my brother later told me that she left that school, my younger brother,
Yeah.
that she left that school because of Richard. They've been friends, Richard or Moba. So that she left school because of Richard, but he did not give me details. And I asked her, she didn't want to say anything. So on the prior to 22nd of September, I noticed that Richard has been trying to call her. In August, when I was at work, she was with me and her phone started ringing. She now said, why is Richard still calling me? And I said, Priscilla, can you stop talking to this boy? I have a bad feeling about him. I don't know why. Can you stop talking to him? And she was like, yes, yes, yes. She didn't pick the call that day. But he has been calling her. He has been calling her that he wants to see her. They've been friends for long, but they stopped talking when she left Madonna. Then all of a sudden they reconnected and started talking again. Yeah. So and she's in a serious relationship. So I was like,
Yes.
please, can you avoid this person? She was like, yes, 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 she's not going to
Just
go.
go
All
ahead.
the
Go
time
ahead.
she has
Continue.
all the time she has been to Richard's place, she goes with my younger brother. But it happens that day she decided to go and she did not go with my younger brother, but she sent him a message that she was going to see Richard. So maybe because most of the time I tell her, please, I don't want, even my mom, because Richard has come to our house before when they were still in Madonna. He has come to our house before. And when she was still in Madonna, Richard's mom called my mom. I remember that day vividly. When she was still in Madonna, that Richard likes Priscilla. And she would like Priscilla as an like a daughter-in-law. And my mom told her that they are still young. Priscilla is just 17. Can we just wait, let these children finish school first? I remember that day before she now leave just left Madonna like that. So they stopped communicating and they now reconnected and started talking again. Throughout this year, he has been calling her. He has been calling her that he wants to see her. If she posts something, he will comment. Even one of her friends in Lagos even sent me a screenshot of she posted something on her status because she hardly posts on social media. She can just post and delete. She's that kind of, she likes, it's very private. And the guy now commented and sent a voice note, which she forwarded to that her friend and says, see, that's why I don't like posting things on social media. So in August, like I said, he was calling her. She did not pick that call. Then in September, I was in my mom's office. We were there, we're having a meeting. And then Richard kept calling her that day. And I saw her phone and I looked at her. She now did me, I know, Auntie Grace, no, I'm not even. And I said, okay. That day he was calling her. And she told me that she's not going to see him. So maybe when she decided to go and see him, in her mind, she was like, my sister has been warning me, so let me just, I don't know. But she sent my younger brother a message that she was going to go. Prior to on Sunday, she was misbehaving. Like she was behaving strangely, as if like she was summoned or something. I don't know what it was. So the next day now, she now decided to go to his house. I spoke to her 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. I spoke to her past 2 on Sunday afternoon. I spoke to her last 5:30 thereabouts. On Sunday, she was still in his house, but she did not tell me, but she told my younger brother. So as at 8 something, she sent me a message on WhatsApp. Auntie Grace, please, can you send me 10K? Add it to my debts. So when she sent me that message, I was carried away because I didn't even know that she was there. So she now sent me a message. Have you sent it? And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Send the account number. She sent me okay. I sent that money, but I didn't even ask her, okay, what do you need the money for? Like, I didn't ask, but sometimes she would just say, please send me money. So when I sent her that money, she now asked me a message that, have you not entered? And I screenshot the message. I was debited. It was showing pending. So I now sent it to her. See, it's pending. Can we just wait? I don't want to send it twice. It might go or reverse back. I slept off. Like after that time, I slept off till the next morning. Unlike my sister, if she said I should send her something, she would keep calling me. I don't even know the kind of sleep. I just slept off. I woke up around 5 a.m. on Monday morning. So immediately I woke up and I remember, my sister asked me for money. I now quickly checked my app. The money reversed back. I sent it without even calling her. So when I sent it, the message did not deliver. I didn't get like, I've seen it, thank you. So I now said, okay, let me even go and see my mom. And I went to where my mom lives to go and see her. So she was like, she has not seen Priscilla. So I was like, okay, I've been trying to call her and her number is not even going. So when I now said, she now said, okay, let us just keep trying. So when we finished having the discussion we're having, I now decided to go. I kept saying, what kind of joke is it? Because my sister has never slept outside before. She will come to my house where I live past 8. I'll be telling her, just sleep now. She'll say no, she will go back to her. She likes her space, So she's somebody that does not sleep out. So at that point, all of us were already very worried at what's going on. So my younger brother now, I now call my younger brother, Alpha, like I've not heard from, he now said yes, so he has not heard from Priscilla. And because she even told me that she was going to see her friend, Faiza. So I now said, but she told me she was going to see her friend Faiza. She now said no, that she did not see Faiza again, that she went to see Richard. Immediately I heard the name Richard. And I said, oh yeah, let's call Richard. And I called Richard. And I said, Richard, Priscilla came to your house. Like, where is she? He now said, that was on Tuesday. He now said that Priscilla left his house, that she left his house. And I said, what time? He now said, let him even screenshot the message, because my brother called him on iMessage, on Instagram also. He didn't have the number, but my mom has Richard's number. So at this point, we didn't want to let our mom know. We just wanted to call privately inside the room. So he now said that let him snap the last chat he had with her. So he now, and I said, oh, but she left your house. And I said, she left now at 9:14, thereabouts. That him and Priscilla, they were at home, and he ordered for soup. There's someone that used to make soup for him. Then he now told Priscilla that he's going to collect the soup around 8. So he now left Priscilla at home and left to go and collect the soup. So when he was coming back on top bike, he saw somebody like her. And then he now chatted her up. When he now chatted up, no be you, I just see on top bike now. Then Priscilla now replied, is me, oh, I don't go. I have gone, oh. That was the response, I have gone, oh. So immediately, she said that I have gone, oh. Then according to him, he now called her. He now said, but you know my door is automatic. If you lock it, how will I enter inside the house? Then she now replied that I did not lock the door, I left it open. So if you go, you can enter. So he now screenshots that message that I have gone, no. Then his own reply, no be you, I just see on top bike, and sent it to me. And the time my sister sent that message was 9:14 p.m. The time he replied the message was 9:14 p.m. So, and according to him, that it was raining, and he didn't use. And I say, Richard, Priscilla came to your house. Priscilla is not somebody, most of the time she does both. And you cannot go and drop her in where she would get car to go home. He said, that the road to his house is very bad. That the road to his house is very bad. And even him too, he didn't drive, he had to use bike to go and pick his food. You know? How will somebody leave your house in your absence? And it was drizzling, in his words. That's more reason why if you are going to collect something, you should enter the car, will drop you where you get boats, and then from there you go home and me too, I'll go and collect my soup. Like throughout this year, she has not seen him. Only this the 2nd of September, after so much cold, and then she now decided to see you. Then she came to your house. You say you want to go and collect soup, and then you left her. And before you got back, she left your house and left the door open.
Someone said on comment section, said this same Richard in Madonna, we kept warning her. A girl dropped it, and she was just she dropped a crying emoji, tears emoji. Continue, go ahead.
It was because of Richard she left that school, but she didn't tell us. It's her brother. She told my younger brother because they are very close. She and Daniel, they are there's nothing they don't tell each other. So as an elder sister, there's the little information they can give me.
Priscilla was my roommate in Madonna. Very gentle girl. Are we?
Thank you so much.
Shop Broad Global. I'm going to send you a DM right away, okay? Thank you. Go ahead. Continue, please.
Thank you so much. So, according to sorry, my mom is here. Sorry. It's okay. Sorry.
Your mom is there with you people there?
Yes.
Mom is so sorry. Mommy. So sorry for what happened to your daughter. Please. So sorry. Please.
Yeah, so by the time so at that point, I now called Richard again, and I said, Richard, can you go to the nearby police station? Then as I was talking to all my friends, and then one of Priscilla's friends, her name is Ene.
Yes.
And now called me, and then I told all her sisters. So one of my aunties, this is how we got to find out now. One of my aunties now called me that, you see, are you close to mom? And I said, no. She now said I should move aside. That somebody called her as at Monday, 12 noon in the afternoon. And the person was talking, he had this Hausa voice. And the person said that this person had an accident. This person had an accident. So she thought it was all these 419 people. Because that particular number, she didn't have the number. So
okay, sorry. Can you repeat this thing you said? Repeat again. What did you say happened?
On Monday, 12 noon, that was on Tuesday when we were looking for her. My aunt called me. She lives in Yfri. She now said that, can I move from where mommy is? I said, okay. So she now said somebody called her on Monday noon, 12 noon. And the person asked that the person told her that one outside guy used a number to call her, stating that this person had an accident. So she did not know, because she didn't have that particular phone number of Priscilla. So she now said, after the call ended, that is now that this whole thing that we're looking for Priscilla, she now checked Truecaller and she saw Sila. So I now said, please send me the number. Immediately she sent me the number and I dialed it. It was my sister's number. So the person actually used her phone to call two abstract numbers. Not, in fact, the second person, because I had to consult MTN secretly, and she gave me two numbers, you know, and the two numbers we tried to reach, one of them was a tailor. So the tailor was even telling the outside boy that, check her phone, you will see brother, sister, or mom. Why are you calling me? Like, I don't even know this person. So that was when we now confirmed that, okay, they said it was an accident. So I now called Richard back, and I said, Richard, go to all the police stations in that Lube. Go and start making inquiry, because this is Priscilla's number. Somebody used Priscilla's number to call two people. Let us know where she is. So at that point, my immediate younger brother went to Lube. Everybody was already looking for her. So when they went to Lube, he went to police station. He asked, like, two police stations, they said there was no accident. Then he went to one particular police station. They said, yes, there was an accident. Close to the boy's house, it's not far, that there was an accident. So all my uncles now went to that same Lube.
So according to Richard, close to his house, that there was an accident close to his house.
Yes, I noticed that. All my uncles now went. So when they now went, they now saw the Lube DPO in Piakasa. Then the DPO now opened up to them that yes, there was an accident and there was a lady involved in an accident, that they brought her around 9 to 10 p.m. unconscious. That too good.
What time did Richard said Priscilla left the house?
He said he saw somebody like her at 9:14, and that was when he sent her that message. And then the police said that was the first time police said this. They brought her around 9:10. They brought her to the police station around 9:10. That two good Samaritans brought her. So my uncle was now asking that, okay, two good Samaritans, what are their names? They said they don't know. Did they write statement? They said no. What is their phone number? They say they don't know. What of the bike guys that brought her? They said they didn't have any information for them. So at that point, everybody was now feeling like, what is actually going on? Before you know, the DPO now said, in fact, the body is really, really bad, that people should just go and bury your dead. Then my uncle was now concerned that how bad is it that people will just say, go and bury, show us the picture. Then one of the police now later showed the picture. By the time they saw the picture, there is no scar on her body. You could see that picture. The focus was only on her face. Then, before then, according to them, when they were having conversation, before you know, that Richard guy was still in the police station. Richard went behind the counter where the DPO was sitting down. There was like, I don't know if it's 2 packs of bottled water. He took one bottle water and started from the DPO's close to where the DPO is sitting down and started drinking. So my uncle was like, what kind of confidence? All of us were here. You went behind the counter, took bottled water and started drinking. So my uncle was like, this guy, he has God though. And no sense of remorse, nothing like, the person that came to see me now later is dead. How manage? Nothing like that. So my uncle was like, okay, please let them allow them to go and see the body. By the time they now allowed them to go to, according to the DPO, that the two good Samaritans brought her corpse, and then they now took her body to the morgue around 11, thereabouts, that they took her to Federal Medical Center, Jabi. In fact, they didn't want to receive her corpse. That's where they confirmed her dead, that they left her there and they left, you know. So when they now later agreed to allow my uncle to go and see her body, by the time they opened her up, it was just her face. There was blood from her nose, her mouth, her eyes. You could see that her eyes, like the target was on her eyes, and then she had a cut on her head, like just her face. There was no scratch on her body. Her jean is intact. She was wearing a black jean, a chiffon top, a black innerwear. She was wearing a smartwatch, a gold chain, and her phone. Those things were not there. Her phone was not there. Her smartwatch was not there. Her gold chain was not there. Her power bank was not there. But her jean was intact. So according to the before you know, we now started digging deep. So we now asked that we noticed that the Piakata police station has already been compromised. So we now requested to move the case to state CID. State CID, that was when they now told them to go and produce the Good Samaritan. All of a sudden, they said they have Good Samaritan.
No, they didn't have the first day.
Okay, they didn't have Good Samaritan the first day. So it was like after 2 days or so, they now said they have a Good Samaritan, which I witnessed. The IPO, my brother, and 2 other people, we went to Piakasta. They said they've seen the crime of the scene. When we went to the DPO's office, somebody was trying to call me. The DPO was telling me, don't record me. I said, I'm not, look at somebody's trying to call me. I'm not recording you. So he now started talking. And he said that the 2 Good Samaritans, they are block industry workers, that they will take us to the crime of the scene. That this incident, the accident happened between 8:30 to 9 p.m. You see how the story is changing. It happened between 8:30 to 9 p.m. And I asked him, sir, you said the accident happened between 8:30 to 9 p.m. He said, yes. So that the Good Samaritan, according to them, the guy was just lying down in the evening. Then he heard a sound, bam. So he now ran. When he went to, he's close to one bridge like that. When he went there, he saw like plenty people that they said 2 bikes collided. That 2 bikes collided, and but outside people just carried themselves and be going. And he now turned and he saw my sister, one girl on the floor. So he now stopped the bike. Him and somebody now carried her. They now went to health care in Piakasa there. Then when they went there, she was still unconscious. They said, where is police report? And they said they could not handle the case. So from there, they now moved her to the police station there. That's when they went to drop her. Then from there, the police people now took her to Federal Medical Center, Jabi, where they confirmed her dead. So Anna asked my brother that please, because my brother has been to Richard's house with my sister before. And I said, can you locate the house? He said, yes, he would try. Goshen Estates in Lugbe. We now said, okay.
Goshen Estates in Lugbe.
Yes, Goshen City or Goshen Estate in Dubai. So as we went to the IPO. We located the house. We located the house. And the house, the guy said his road is bad. That road is not that bad. If people know that Goshen is, because the way he described he said that night it was drizzling, the road is bad. So he had to take bike. You understand? So I'm not saying, is this how this road is not bad enough, the way the guy said it. And I noticed that from that Goshen City estate to the police station is not far. Then from that Goshen City estate to where the accident happened is not far. And when they checked her body, there was no scratch on her body. Like, okay, if 2 bikes collided, right? At least you have bruises on your hand. Your jean will be stained. Her jean was clean. Because she's quite busty, at least she would have had like bruises on her breast or something. Nothing like that. The focus was only on her face. And one of her eye, like, I don't know, because it's really graphic. I could not see it because I can't stand seeing my sister like that. So I did not see that picture. So this is how this whole thing, when we went to state CID, they kept fighting. The guy said he has a sister. They are always there. No remorse. When they called Richard to come and say his own, he now came. Even like, because he knows my mom, like, mommy, sorry, I did not kill your daughter. Nothing like that. So before then, when we noticed that state CID, like something fishy was already going on, we wrote, our family lawyer wrote a petition to headquarters. That was the first headquarters. we already wrote a petition there, and we saw the DIG, right? We saw the DIG. So the DIG now called the DC in what do you call that place? State CID, and said there's a case that is going on. What are you doing about it? Now say yes, the case is still there. So the man now sent us back to go back there. They were even supposed to release that guy, if not because of that call. So now we're even planning, okay, let us even do an autopsy, right? To know like the cause of death.
Yes,
On Friday, they released the guy in the evening.
Okay, on
without autopsy.
They released him on this Friday.
Just this Friday, yes, they released him without autopsy being conducted. Without informing us. So that prompted us, okay, we need to go, like, my brother now said, I need to look for a way out. Like, what is actually going on? Because they could not give proper information. Okay, they were using my sister's phone to make calls. That Monday when we went to this crime of the scene, the so-called crime of the scene, my nanny called me that she tried Priscilla's number, it was ringing. So I now told the police. They said my sister's phone is ringing. They now tried my sister's phone was ringing. My younger brother now kept calling until one guy picked. He now said, you know who get this phone? He said, yes, na my sister. You know, he said, you know, saying a girl get this phone and in an accident she gets. My brother now said, yes. He now said, you should come and collect the phone. So my brother now said, okay. So we now quickly went to the police station and told them that, see, my sister's phone is still ringing. And the boy even told the boy even told my younger brother that he had to charge the phone so that he use it to call. She's using an iPhone. How did you get her password? So he even use the phone to even call out. So we went to meet the police. The police said my brother cannot go alone, that he needs to assign somebody to go with him. So that was when we now rushed to headquarters. Before we go back, we carried away, and they didn't even assign anybody to take him there. From that day when we went to headquarters to report, and the man called the DC, my sister's phone stopped going until today that I'm talking to you. We can't even track it. Police gave us a tracker. If we call him, you say we are disturbing him too much. That he's doing his work. That he will track it. At some point, he said the phone is in Kpai. Before you know, he said this thing takes 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, that we should just exercise vision. Now the phone cannot be tracked. And then the boy, they put him in SAS. He has been in SAS according to them, and they released him on Friday without autopsy being conducted. So we are really seeking for justice. My sister's blood is crying out. She's crying because I know my sister is a good girl. I've been seeing messages. Some people were sending me messages, Olosho, this one, that one. All the guys that she has known, they know Priscilla. They know the kind of person she is. She has touched life positively. So nobody will even use that one to even depress me. She appeared to one of her friends, one of her ex in the UK. And in that dream, she told the guy that he killed me. He killed me. So the guy was trying to ask her, who killed you? Before you know, she woke up. The guy woke up. So he said, look at what happened. Like, Priscilla was actually killed. Priscilla was actually killed. So her spirit is crying for justice. And I pray that Nigeria will not happen to my sister. Whoever is involved in this death, that person will pay with their life. The kind of pain they are causing my mom, causing each and every one of us, the person has to pay.
So did you make statement to the police?
Yes, they wrote statements. My uncle wrote statements.
What about you? Did you make statement to the police?
No, the barrister said there was no need for me to make statements.
So there is need for you to make statements because there are some things she said here, like you calling her, she asking you for 10,000 naira. You understand?
Okay, yes. I wrote a statement. That was last week now.
Which office? Where did you make the statement? Which office?
In state CID.
Okay, so this case now, where is this case being handled now? This case?
It's still in state CID. But we've already written a petition to headquarters. But I don't know how, if there is being pursued or something.
Okay, so the autopsy, what's holding the autopsy from happening now?
Hello?
Like, you know, they have not autopsy when somebody, you know, when think I'm getting a call from other line. Okay, I think there are some words I'm saying, so let's try and get her back online again. So okay, just try and come back, please, so you can just respond to this now so that we can just uh, move ahead. You know, wow. Let's try and bring her back again. So you can just try and come back. Let me add you back so that we'll just finish up this. this. Okay, if you are watching, just try and request back. I'm trying to add you. I can't find you. So just a few minutes. I'm trying to bring her up so that she can just round up. All right. So please, just 1 minute, please. What happened? Okay, you're back. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, Grace, just try and request back. Let's bring you back again, and so you just finish up, and so that we can get to work immediately. I can't find her. There are some questions you need to answer here so that we know the next steps to take. Uh, um, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not seeing Grace anymore. I'm not seeing her. Right. You know, something like happened too. But nobody can see whatsoever happened now because an autopsy must be conducted, right, to know the cause of what led to Priscilla's going. So that's just the first thing they need to do. And you guys, so there are two stories, two sides to a story. So these are from the family. So I think thank God that the boy he never run go anywhere. He's still in Nigeria. So it go dey very, very important say they run autopsy on that that girl. I don't know. I can't just get her again. Okay, let me call her from here so that she can just conclude.
I'm trying I'm trying to log in, but it's not going.
It's not going. That means your page is having issue or something.
Okay, what should I do?
But I believe they are hearing you now. They can hear you. Can you guys please indicate? Can you hear her? Please indicate if you can hear her, please. If you can hear Grace, just indicate, please.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, network.
Can they hear you? Okay, they can hear you. So go ahead, please. What is keeping them from carrying out an autopsy? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay.
Yeah. I said what? Okay, you said the voice.
We're currently planning on very we're currently working on carrying out the autopsy. Once the funds is complete, we'll carry the autopsy out.
Okay, they are asking you people to pay for the autopsy.
Yes, we're paying for it.
So how much are you paying for the autopsy?
It's ₦1 million.
1 million naira to carry out to know the cause of death.
Yes, for us, it's called autopsy.
Okay. Let me say, poor man. Anything happened to poor man, that never fit. Oh, wow, that's huge. All right. So they said the autopsy. They are requesting for about 1 million naira to carry out autopsy to know the cause of death. You know, and that's I think that's what is keeping them now. That's a huge amount of money. That's a huge. That's so huge. You know. Now, did you follow them to the where they said they had accident scene or whatever?
I went to the accident. We went to the accident scene, and can you guys?
Very well.
Okay, we went to the accident scene.
Mm.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay. So we went to where they got the accident scene, right?
Yes.
There was no sign of something happening there. Because we even interviewed the two outside the guys. One is Jerry and Moses.
Mm.
The guy so there was Jerry and Moses.
Mm.
And we asked him that were you there when the thing happened? They said no. That the guy said he heard his sound. That it was off after his block industry work. He heard his sound. Yeah, that he heard a loud sound. So when he ran to the road, they saw plenty like and then before you know the bike guys were just taking their. Then when he turned, he saw my sister on the floor. That was when he now looked for bike to carry her to the health center. From there, he said the Indian police report, and they now took Grab to the police station and left her there. Initially, they said they were good Samaritan, they didn't have any for them. When they started asking them questions, they and then I didn't know what to do. They just wanted those guys to come out.
Okay. So, did you people see this at the mortuary? Did you see your sister at the mortuary?
I didn't go close, but my brother and my mom they saw that my face was totally distracted. If what's worrying after that, I asked him that.
Yeah.
There was any scratch on her body. He said no. There's no scratch. And I said she should bring her jeep. Her jeep to already got jeep. Intact.
Did you video? Did you make video? Did you video the? Did you video the? Did you make video of the gym? Did you sorry? There was some. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting. Just go ahead. I'll ask you a question later.
So when we checked her, the guy brought her top that she was wearing. So during the blood, she was wearing this report top. In the first to have an accident, and you're wearing this report top, and if you want to know what to see, no scar on your hand, nothing, only your foot.
Okay, so what did the motor attendant say?
The mortuary attendant said that there's no scar on her body.
Hmm.
Only her face. Even my brother confirmed it.
So did you take picture of the clothes she was wearing? Did you take picture of it?
No, I didn't take picture, and I hope you are not going to do anything about that because there was no. I saw her jeans intact. There was no scratch on her jeans. Already black jeans. She was already black on black. The jeans was intact. It was not torn.
Okay.
In any way.
Okay.
The mortuary attendant said not her clothes were clean, only her chiffon top that was drenched in blood.
Okay. So this case now is currently at CCI. That's FCT command now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's CCID. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. What you want to say something?
Yeah. Okay, my mom said she wants to say something.
Okay, mom. All right, mommy, go ahead, man. Mommy, good afternoon, man.